Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, you can feel the blue touch paper has been well and truly lit here. Everyone expects, in one of the greatest amphitheatres in this part of the world, the Estadio Más Monumental. And we rise now for the English national anthem. Well, that has got the juices flowing, and now this. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
So off we go then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, the outstanding defender, Mark Gahey, may not be one of the biggest at 6 feet, but he has a calmness and maturity that gives him a real edge, Peter. I think he's also shown remarkable consistency and leadership in recent years.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Spence. And here's Gordon. Gordon chips it through. McAllister. Simeone. That's really well manoeuvred. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now it's Alvarez. Stones. Foden. And it's Kane. Kane, it's an imaginative pass. Out to the left it goes. Great defending, strong and determined. Yeah, he's fouled him there. That's too far for anyone. DePaul
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly.
Gordon!
Gordon just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Gordon, aim forwards. Ball is over the line. That's surely a foul Rice. Now who's going to be first to this? Oh, delicate chip through. Otamendi. Rice. Foden. He's in a good position here. Paredes. And it's played forward. Rice. And here's Kane. Well-timed, excellent interception. De Paul. Now it's Alvarez. Alvarez! Dealt with nicely by the defence. McAllister. Paredes. Rice. Foden. White. And he's managed to get free. Played out wide. Acuna does really well to win the ball there. Alvarez. Out to the right. Messi. That's a nicely weighted pass. Danger averted for now. And it's Rodrigo de Paul.
England, well, Peter, look how far up.
And Messi! Goal! Argentina! And it's Argentina in front. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Bellingham. Gehi shifted upfield. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Paredes. Gordon. He's in a great position here. White. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Rice with the short one. He's dealt with that well.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to...
Gordon! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
He's in plenty of space here. And it's Messi. And he thumps it clear. Bellingham. Stones gently done. Spence. Oh, well measured. Gordon. He has found the way through. Gordon has been caught there. It's a foul.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. He's there to head it! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Romero. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. De Paul, plenty to aim at here. Nice interception, well timed. Alvarez. Now it's Messi. And Messi! Oh, taken with style. And this is getting better and better.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
And now he has two. Argentina are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Stones. Spence looks to get on the end of this. And it's been played through. Alvarez was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
McAllister. Argentina have hit a quick-fire double here and are well and truly in the driving seat. McAllister. White. Rice. Spence. De Paul wins the duel this time. And he welcomes Alvarez! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Spence. England getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress.
Look, good possession is one thing, but they seem as if they're passing time at the moment, keeping the ball for the sake of it when they know it has to be moved with much more attacking punch.
Spence. Stones. Bellingham. And it's White. Paredes. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Alvarez. Simeone. And that's Simeone.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Rice. Moved on forwards. Anderson. Stones forwards and with intent. White. Foden. De Paul. And it's Messi. Gordon. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Kane. Gordon. Kane. That's a throw. Foden plays it in. Gets it away. Over to the left. Now it's Alvarez. And here's Messi. And here's the Paul. McAllister, no, again there's no way through. He's through here. Messi is onto this. Messi. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. McAllister. De Paul. Messi. Some good work on the right flank here. Rice. So what can they make of this? The pressing's intense and it's paid off. De Paul. McAllister. Simeone.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Bellingham. McAllister producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And he's one-on-one, short charge, surely! Well, the ball's come loose here. And back to the goalkeeper.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And it's Bellingham. Paredes did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. De Paul. Ambitious ball here. He's cut it out. Romero. De Paul. Probing pass. And that's put paid to a promising move. Anderson. That's really well manoeuvred. Back into the middle. Can he finish? That's a half-decent try.
Kane certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Gordon. He is through here. Gordon looking for a runner. Otamendi. Aim forwards. And it's Messi. Spence producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Anderson gently done. Oh, that's well done, really robust. De Paul. And here's Alvarez. Now it's Gordon. Gordon tries to thread one through. Great. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Wonderful save by Martinez. Bellingham at a shot. Moved on forwards. Acuna. Acuna shifted upfield. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Belling. White. Belling. White. Belling. Foden. Anderson. Belling. Foden. Paredes. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. He's got away. He's free. He has got space. And the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Alvarez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Acuna. He's gone for goal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Acuna really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
We expected better, and so did he. Now it's Messi. Alvarez! Yes! Any deeper thoughts about that goal?
I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
Three. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Argentina have established themselves in a position of absolute supremacy. An action-packed 45 minutes, and they have raced into a 3-goal lead. And we're already back up and running after half-time. It's a foul. It could be a penalty. Argentina present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
So is this the start of a comeback? He's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Gordon. Paredes does really well to win the ball there. Messi in acres of space out wide. Spence can get it clear. Simeone, and here's Alvarez! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
Rice. White. Stones. Anderson. Alvarez. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. That pass has been well intercepted. De Paul is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Bellingham looks to the other side. And it's played forward. Now it's Gordon. He's found... Gordon! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Romero. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Pickford. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he is going into that little black book. It looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. Romero. McAllister played out to the left flank. And he's had a shot!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Now it's Gordon. Kane played out towards the right wing. Bellingham, gently done. Romero is there, and he can get that clear. They've played it short. England awarded another corner. And it's hoisted clear. He's being urged to shoot. Bellingham wins the duel this time. Foden. Rice. Bellingham. And here's Kane. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He's gone for goal. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Paredes did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And there's green grass ahead of him. He can get that clear. Messi. Oh, what a climb! He will be livid with himself. Bellingham. Rice chooses to go cross-field. That's a dangerous ball. Kane, oh, good spread. Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. And it's claimed by the keeper. Romero. Alvarez looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
Now it's Simeone. He's shifted. Simeone! A real chance and a real let-off.
Simeone, that's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that, if only he managed to retain his composure.
Played towards the other side. Spence. Anderson. Yehi. Stones. Anderson. Yehi. Spence. And that's a throw. Rice. Looking for a decent ball in. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Paredes, gently done. Alvarez does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And here's Alvarez, out towards the flank. Alvarez. Yehi gets it away. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. It's run loose here. Nice physical challenge. Moved on forwards. Now it's Simeone. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it. Romero takes the shot and kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And there's his chance to lead the counter. It's a good run down the right. Simeone does really well to win the ball there. Gets a good foot in there. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. And it's Rice. And here's Kane.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Acuna, aim forwards. Alvarez. Stones. Rice. Clipped into space. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Messi. That has found him in acres of space. Tries to get it clear. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Kane, and the counter is on. Spence. And it's Messi. Yehi. That is a little undercooked. And now the breakaway. Great ball if he can get there. Now it's Foden. Just real chance! He'll try to keep this alive. Oh, and he shoots! No, not this time.
It was a really neat move, Peter, and it had a slickness about it to make it look as if it's been well rehearsed in training.
England are making a change now. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. McAllister. And he cuts out the supply. Yehi. Now it's Kane. Played out to the right. Thinks one through. Rice. DePaul. That has been cut short. Nice defending, it's got the job done. Foden. And here's Kane. Foden. Foot in. And they can counter here. That looks a cracking ball. Now it's Messi. And here's he's had a shot! And it's played in. Defending of the desperate variety. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Paul tries to dink it through. Paredes. And it's Messi. Alvarez. Bellingham spread out to the left. Senesi cuts out the pass. Simeone takes control of it and he's on the move. Simeone shifted upfield. And they're not going to make any further progress now. He is through here. Messi. That is a brilliant interception. That's really well manoeuvred. Senesi. McAllister. Acuna. Simeone. That's a nicely shaped ball. Alvarez. Simeone. Now it's Messi. Yehi. Pickford sends that a long way. Now it's Simeone. Messi. Great chance! It's a loose ball. Rice has got himself a free kick. Keeper's got good distance on that. And it's Bellingham. And it's been played through. Acuna. Simeone. Alvarez. He can run onto that. And that was very necessary. Couple of changes then in quick succession. such a clever touch. De Paul. Paredes. McAllister. Simeone. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Chance here to counter. Well, played right into his path. Now it's Foden. Foden is having a shot! Romero forwards and with intent. And here's Kane. He's found a way through. England have a free kick.
Well, it wasn't a bad effort. I mean, you could see his intention. It just needed a bit more curl and bend to take it away from the goalkeeper.
Romero. Not much subtlety about that challenge. McAllister. Now it's Simeone. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
And it's played forward. Foden looking to get on the end of this. And the ball is out of play. England making another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And here's Alvarez. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And it's Messi. De Paul. Paredes. Stones wins the duel this time. Do have a chance to counter here. Menu. Rashford. Hall. Now can he find a finish? Header! It's a goal! With so little time left! Grandstand finish!
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
England give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish. Alvarez. Oh, he's bustling through here.
Argentina can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
De Paul. Rashford. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Rashford. Ball's gone out of play. Messi. It's a promising run he's making on the right. He's got away. Great defending, strong and determined. And he has been fouled there. Gehi. Hall. Anderson. Over to the left. And there goes the final whistle. Argentina proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Undoubtedly gave us the perfect example of how you...
Welcome everyone to an expectant arena which for now, whilst overseen by cloud, is dry, but which may very soon be getting pretty damp. And that may well, of course, have an impact on the game when it starts or indeed as it develops. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. The national anthem of Argentina rings out. Well, that was impressive. Match that. It is a monster matchup, Jim Begley.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Nicolas Otamendi. He's a fine defender, both in the air and on the ground, and a real tough competitor who loves a physical duel.
He knows how to pick out a pass too, and he'd be looking to get his team moving forward as soon as any opposition attack breaks down. He often likes to step into midfield.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
He is through here. He's got... It's Kane! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Rice. Oh, easy pickings there. Messi. De Paul. Over to the left. Simeone played with finesse. Messi. White. Bellingham. White. Foden. White. Lovely bit of skill. White puts them all in. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. England have themselves a chance from the spot. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
To open the scoring. Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Senesi. Acuna. Simeone. De Paul. And that could set him on his way. Messi! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Spence. That's been slipped through. Now who's going to be first to this? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Paredes. Moved on forwards. Stones cuts it out. Bellingham. And it's Spence. De Paul. Senesi. Romero. De Paul. Paredes. Romero. Messi. Alvarez. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, he's dealt with that well. Paredes. And here's Messi. Messi. Bellingham. Oh, good spread. And here's the chance to counter. Oh, well measured. Gordon! Taken with style. They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
England are doing very nicely, thank you.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Acuna. England are already cruising here. 2-0, a fabulous start. Clearly not happy with that. McAllister. Great defending, strong and determined. Rice. Bellingham. England out in front with an early advantage. Paredes. And it's played forward. Now it's McAllister. And he's Alvarez! And that wasn't far away.
Alvarez, oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Foden, and he's managed to get free. And he's heaved it away. Tries to get it clear. Referee's given a throw. And it's Bellingham. White. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Cross in, looks like a good one.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. White clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Oh, smashing header! And yes, it's there! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
White forwards and with intent. Simeone. De Paul. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. That's a little off target. Spence. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Alvarez. And the shot! They've done it!
Argentina really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
McAllister. De Paul is onto it in a flash. Romero. And here's Messi. Great challenge, time to perfection. Rice, spread out to the left. Gordon, gently done. And that could set him on his way. He's found the... It's Kane! It's anyone's ball now. And that has been clubbed away. Foden. De Paul. White gets across to intercept that. And here's Foden. Bellingham. Alvarez. Tries a measured ball. And claimed it back swiftly. Stones. Well, this is certainly not boring. What a great game we've got here. And it's White. Bellingham. Rice. Gordon. Great chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
That's really well manoeuvred. Acuna shifted upfield. Oh, he's caught in there, it's a free kick. And here's Alvarez. Alvarez! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Bellingham. And here's Kane. Otamendi aim forwards. Senesi. Acuna. Acuna, gently done. Acuna. And here's McAllister. White gets a foot in here. Argentina have a free kick. Up he goes! He will be livid with himself. White looking to get on the end of this.
England really are making good use of that right-hand side. The light is very much the colour green.
Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Now it's Kane. Now it's Gordon. Great ball if he can get there.
Well, he had to bide his time a bit there, Peter. Needed more targets to aim at in the box.
Simeone. Argentina ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Moved on forwards. And here's Kane. Now it's Foden. Brilliantly cut out. And it's played forward. Messi looks to get on the end of this. That is a great pick out. And he's on, and the shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Wanted to outwit the keeper, but a shade off target.
Well, chances like that need a delicate touch, and they're quite a tough skill.
Paredes has got himself a free kick. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Romero. Oh, it's played into the area. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Anderson. Kane. Bellingham forwards and with intent. Shoots! And the keeper couldn't hold it. He has stuck it into his own net.
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Succumbs to the pressure. It's run loose here. Ball's played through. Simeone. Acuna. McAllister. Tries a deft little ball. Oh, delightful ball. Now it's Gordon. Gordon! Special! That is a special goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Gorgeous, just to have the audacity to do it.
Oh, Peter, it's a lovely piece of deception in shaping to whack it and then opting for a lovely little lob.
And now he has two. England take a two-goal lead and are looking good for the win. Well, that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Now it's Alvarez. Romero. And here's Messi. Messi's cross. Cleared away. It's really well manoeuvred. Romero. That's Rodrigo de Paul. Simeone. Acuna. Oh, what a climb! That's a half-decent try.
I don't need to tell you he got underneath it, and there's only one place it can go.
And there's green grass ahead of him. He's shifting through the Bellingham! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Here's Messi. Rice does well to get it back. Gehi. England. That's a foul. Free kick's been given. Romero. De Paul. Coming Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Stones cuts out the pass. Kane. Played out to the right. Back into the middle. Foden plays it in. Paredes is fouled. Keeper's got good distance on that. Rice does really well to win the ball there. De Paul. McAllister. McAllister shifted upfield.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Martinez sends that a long way. Bellingham. Oh, this is Bellingham! That carried quite a threat. And here's Foden. Now it's Kane. And it's Bellingham. England have got it back and they'll have another go. And here's Foden, Bellingham. Acuna forwards and with intent. Otamendi. Quality ball. Alvarez chasing after it. And here's Gordon. And here's Kane. And he welcomes it in. Now can he find a finish? Gets his head on it! Relentless! Just relentless!
But Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there. But we have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Moved on forwards. Gordon looking to run onto it. Romero. Messi. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Stones. Now it's Foden. Senesi wins the duel this time. Simeone. Oh, that's a nice ball. And the half-time whistle goes.
Well, I certainly wasn't expecting this, Peter, but it was totally deserved. They've been very, very good, and they'll be itching to get back out there and take it on further.
England lead by 3 in a game all about goals. It's so easy on the eye and promises more of the same after the break. And the game has already resumed here. McAllister.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Kane gets through on his own. And a chance! He scores! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian.
just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Paredes. Senesi. And it's played forward. Simeone. That's a nicely weighted pass. McAllister. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Foden. Kane. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. White. And it's Kane. Spence. Gordon. Oh, shooting chance! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Otamendi can get it clear. Anderson tries a shot! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
And here's Messi. Simeone. Muscular approach does pay off here. White. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Paredes. And here's Alvarez. Romero. Messi. Oh, nice touch. Romero. Rice. Now that's well seen too. Messi. Well read, and the danger is averted. That's really well manoeuvred. That looks a good ball through. Gordon. Spence. The ball, aim forwards. Nice physical challenge. Romero. Otamendi. Senesi. McAllister. Paredes, gently done. Out to the left it goes. Played back in. Acuna. There will be a throw-in. Acuna. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Spence. That looks a cracking ball. Great defending, strong and determined.
Yeah, just noticing now about that defensive line and how much it's dropping. It's too deep for me.
And why do you think that would be?
Well, it's an obvious move to prevent the opposition from exploiting the space.
Can he finish? Not at the best in the keeper.
Argentina are showing good urgency, but they have to place more emphasis on service into the box.
He has found a way through. Gordon turns and goes. It's Kane! Oh, terrific save. Senesi tries to clear. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Martinez, long ball by the goalkeeper. And it's Messi. Romero. And here's Alvarez. Bellingham. It's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
Romero. De Paul. Up towards the front line. Now it's Foden. Always onto this. Gordon! Moved on forwards. Otamendi forwards and with intent. Bellingham. Decent chance! De Paul. Rice wins the duel this time. Spence. Now then, the ball's come loose. And here's Foden. De Paul. That's really well manoeuvred. Paredes. Oh, super find. And Messi! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
Argentina are stuck in a rut, and impatient putts at goal won't really help their cause here. They need some...
Kane! Oh, denied at the last.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Romero with the clearance. Goes for a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Chooses to go back. Defending of the desperate variety. Messi. De Paul. Now it's Alvarez. Out to the right. Alvarez is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well, played right into his path. Lovely feet. Now it's Kane. Gordon. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. De Paul. And here's Messi. Gets a good foot in there. Played into space out wide. Messi. Oh, it's come loose. Anderson. And it's White. White shifted upfield. Simeone on 2 now and looking for 3. McAllister. Simeone. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Cleared without complication. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Gordon. Kane. Kane was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. McAllister. Senesi aim forwards. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. And here's Alvarez. That's a cute ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And he cuts out the supply. Simeone. And here's McAllister. Oh, such a clever touch. Anderson. Now it's Foden. It'll be a throw-in. Time for a change in personnel. 2 changes being made right now. Foden. And here's Alvarez. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Messi. Big chance! Really well taken goal. Pickford, some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Argentina making consecutive changes here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Argentina have a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. He's in here! Palacios. And here's Alvarez. Alvarez! That tested the keeper.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
Gordon. Now it's Kane. Senesi. Otamendi. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Sissoko, that's a delicate pass. Gordon. Otamendi makes the interception. Senesi. Argentina couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. And it's Messi. Spence does really well to win the ball there. Messi tries to dink it through. And that was very necessary. Fernandez chips it through. White. Can he spark a counter here? He can run onto that. He's having a shot! Oh, that's a waste.
Argentina certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
There's going to be another change here. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Senesi. Stones wins the duel this time. Spence. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Out for a throw. Anderson. White. That has been cut short. He's beaten Gordon! And that is great goalkeeping.
Certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Paredes. Fernandez. Simeone. Chance for a shot! No mistake! How very smart. He just got it right.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Argentina give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Tagliafico. Into the last 5 minutes. Palacios. Paredes. And that is a little undercooked. And it's played forward. Great ball if he can get there. He is through here. Shot it! That's it! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. England grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Fernandez. Simeone. Simeone! Belly. Foden. Kane. Spence. Here's Gordon. It is a corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Martinez. Fernandez. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He'll learn from it.
Otamendi gently done. Tagliafico. Messi in acres of space out wide. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Otamendi. And it's Palacios. Gordon. Palacios. Great defending, strong and determined. Bellingham. Bellingham played out to the left flank. Kane. Foden. White. He's got away. Otamendi. Bellingham have it back and can go again. Can he finish? Senesi gets it away. Spence. Chance! Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
It's becoming... And that is that. England, well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result... A warm welcome to all of you on this utterly glorious day. Positive vibes all around us, nigh on perfect conditions. There is a thrilling football match in prospect here, and we will be getting underway very shortly. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We stand for the national anthem of France. Quite some performance, and now here comes the response. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
So we're up and running. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
I think the opposition defence agreed too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Yamal wins the duel this time. Off the ball! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Gusto. Shaquib. That's really well manoeuvred. Hernandez. Very nicely done. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's got away. Yamal's cross. Cleared away. Yamal. Great chance! Straight at the keeper.
Well, he was always going to be set like that, the keeper, and he didn't have the composure to avoid him.
Shaquib. Yamal. Upamecano. Rabiot. Hernandez. Mbappe. Dembele is onto this. Takes a shot. Decent hit and on target. Llorente. And it's Baina. Now it's Yamal. Camavinga. Mbappe. Hernandez. Camavinga. Camavinga shifted upfield. Dembele is fouled. Lisa! It's hit the crossbar. And it's been given away. Baina. Howson. Aim forwards. Upamecano. Camavinga. Konate. Gusto. Moved on forwards. Hernandez. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. The defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Olise, and he's managed to get free. Always onto this. That's very neat. That'll be a throw-in. Shaquib, and here's Olise. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Shaquib, Camavinga, oh, that's nice. Rabiot, anything noteworthy? Mbappe! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. Camavinga looking to run onto it. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's found support out wide. It's a mighty effort! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Rodri. And here's Ferran Torres. And it's Pedri. Ferran Torres. Alex Grimaldo puts a cross in. Lobbed in behind. Gusto getting this one clear. And that was very necessary. Mbappe producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And here's Dembele. That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's cut it out, and they've got rid. Yamal. Gusto. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
Mbappe. And here's a lead. And there's the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Elise really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Upamecano. Upamecano, gently done. Llorente cuts out the pass. Yamal. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Konate. Gusto. Shaquib. And here's Dembele. And here's Dembele. Oh, nice touch. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And that's going to be a booking. Great reaction. Deftly away. Yamal. Short changes him with that pass. Mignon sends that a long way. Oh, it's Dembele. Out to the right. He has found the way through.
Well, he had to bide his time a bit there, Peter. Needed more targets to aim at in the box.
And here's Camavinga. Shaquib. Rabiot. Rabiot played out towards the right wing. And it's played forward. And now the breakaway. Strong running down that left flank. Baina. Now it's Yamal. Yamal! Goal! Spain! Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but it made it look like a double. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Olise. Mbappe. And here's Dembele. Dembele has been caught there, it's a foul.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then. Spain, they've got away with it this time, but I think if they carry on giving away free kicks in positions like that, I think they'll be made to pay. They've got to be very careful, just a little more discipline is called for.
Thinks one through. Upamecano attempts a clearance. And they've got a throw. Chance! Oh, it's come loose. Well, that is asking for trouble. Caught offside that time. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Camavinga. Konate. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. France getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. Upamecano. Camavinga. And here's Dembele. Olise. Oh, good spread. He is through here. Gusto gets a cross in. Ferran Torres. And that's put paid to a promising move. Rabiot. Ferran Torres. Oyarzabal. Delicate ball. There's the shot! Konate. They've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Gusto. Upamecano. Upamecano forwards and with intent. Baina. Kubasi. Ferran Torres. Looking here to chip it through. Oh, it's Dembele. It's Dembele! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Dembele, oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
Yamal. And here's Ferran Torres. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Here's Oyarzabal! And the finish! And he has kept it out somehow.
Marcos Llorente clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Tries to get it clear. Played into the middle. And that has been clubbed away. Ferran Torres. Here's Yamal. Llorente. And a chance! Shaquib. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oyarzabal. Yamal. Oh, great chance! Real chance! No mistake! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish. Spain are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Yamal. That's a nicely shaped ball. Camavinga. Gusto. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Konate. Just 5 minutes left until the break. That'll be a throw. Howson. Rodri. Oyarzabal. And he's picked it up out wide. He's found a way through. That's really well cleared. Now then, the ball's come loose. Yamal! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Lamine Yamal clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
France keep the ball, but can't do anything meaningful with it. Upamecano, aim forwards. Rabiot. Shaquib. Mbappe. And here's Dembele. The message is clear, none shall pass.
Dembele, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Llorente. Howson. Kubasi. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Rodri. Howson. Llorente. Baina. Kubasi. Rimaldo. Pedri. Rodri. Howson. Upamecano. Hernandez. We've reached half-time. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broken, don't fix it, so the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Spain go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. So we're just settling back into this second half. He's shifting through the gears here. That is good strength. He's got away. Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
He It's a clearance, but not much of one. Yamal. Tries a deft little ball. Rodri, some resolute defending there. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Rabiot, great defending, strong and determined. Olise. Grimaldo. Llorente. Kubasi. Grimaldo. It's been slid through. Now it's Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres! Rabiot. Camavinga, gently done. Rodri does really well to win the ball there. Clearly not happy with that. Baina wins the duel this time. Takes a shot! Just a whisker away. Rabiot. Pinged towards the front line. Upamecano. Played towards the other side. Well read, nice interception. Yamal in acres of space out wide. Baina. That's going to go a long way. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Rodri. Mikel Oyarzabal. Now it's Ferran Torres. Now it's Yamal. And he's managed to get free. Yamal. Shot a goal! And he nearly went all the way.
Yamal can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Konate with the clearance. And it's Baina. Gets it away. Chance for a shot! And a play for a throw. Aimed in towards the centre. Konate attempts a clearance. Rodri. Howson. Kubasi. And back to the goalkeeper. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
Rodri. Spain in a very solid position, 2 to the good. Kubasi. Howson. Llorente. Yamal. Baina is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Moved on forwards. Upamecano.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Baina has created 1 goal already. Yamal. And here's Oyarzabal. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Upamecano chooses to go cross-field. And here's Yamal. Crunching tackle. Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Missed by a fraction. Camavinga. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Deflected behind for a corner kick. They've played it short. Hit into the middle. And that's nice and simple for the keeper. Now it's Oyarzabal. Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres. Hernandez gets good distance on it. Yamal. Pedri. Cleared without complication. And claimed it back swiftly. Shaquib. Now it's Olise. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Kubasi. Howson. Llorente. And it's played forward. Can he latch on to this? Hernandez gets over and intercepts. Nice control. So who's he picking out? Dembele. Gusto. Rabiot. Konate. Played back to the goalkeeper. Mignon, long ball by the goalkeeper. Mbappe. Olise. That's really well manoeuvred. Gusto puts a cross in. Yamal. Baina. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Ferran Torres! Yes!
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Upamecano. Camavinga. Yamal. Llorente. Rodri. Oyarzabal. That's a good ball. And the shot! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Rodri.
Yeah, just noticing now about that defensive line and how much it's dropping. It's too deep for me.
And why do you think that would be?
Well, it's an obvious move to prevent the opposition from exploiting the space that was usable.
Howson. Yamal. Yamal. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And it's Rodri. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Mbappe. Olise. He has found a way through. Yamal. Camavinga makes the interception. Now it's Oyarzabal. Ferran Torres. Grimaldo picks it up now. Can he finish? It's anyone, and the keeper couldn't hold it. And he hits the net. Over the hills and far away. No catching them now. Oyarzabal will take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Spain are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Muscular approach does pay off here. Mbappe. Shaquib. Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. And here's Mbappe. Now the delivery. Only partially clear. He can get that clear.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Yamal. Yamal. Oyarzabal! Really well taken goal. They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
That's the throw. Great defending, strong and determined. Ferran Torres! And he steered it beyond the post.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
He's found a way through. Oyarzabal. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Ferran Torres. Shot, surely! Chooses to go back. Pedri! Oh, almost a sixth!
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Oh, well measured. Now it's Olise. Olise. And the shot! He's kept it out. That's a great save.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
There's going to be another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And it's Rabiot. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Olise has got himself a free kick. What a save by David Raya! Yamal could try cutting inside here. It'll be a throw-in. The changes then in quick succession.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Doué absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And here's Mbappe. Hernandez. And he cuts out the supply. Ferran Torres. Konate, over towards the opposite flank. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Doué. Olise, played out to the right. Time is desperately short now, but it is a corner. Chance! He has done it! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
France can have a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. Baina. Llorente. Baina. Foot in. Moved on forwards. Looking to break at pace. Kalulu. Oh, it's played into the area. Baina. And it's lofted through here. Camavinga. Oh, that's a nice ball. The less said about that pass, the better. Yamal. Baina. Mikel Oyarzabal. Llorente. Mikel Oyarzabal. And he's shot a goal! Brought out the best in the keeper. Defending of the desperate variety. Pedri. There's the shot! It's a goal! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
It's become a case of men against boys. Time added on, 4 minutes. Upamecano. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And here's Oyarzabal. Now it's Yamal. That is a brilliant interception. Doué. Akliouche. Oh, nicely intercepted. And it's Akliouche. Oh, a delicate chip through. Raya gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Kubasi. Pedri. Ferran Torres. It's been slipped through. And the finish! Sticks it away! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
France making another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing.
And that will be the final act. Spain, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Your thoughts on today's game then, Jim? Welcome one and all. We have perfect blue skies and quite a contest ahead of us. This really is a feel-good football match. Every game feels like a special one in Buenos Aires, even more so perhaps in this neighbourhood of Núñez, famously inhabited by a true heavyweight of South American football, River Plate. And we rise now for the English national anthem. Quite some performance, and now here comes the response. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
So off we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Jordan Pickford. He's a great all-round goalkeeper, Peter. Great at shot stopping and dominant in his box. He also gets counter-attacks going with his accurate long passes. The opposition should be a little wary of committing too many men forward to attack, because if it does break down, this guy can get them in trouble pretty quickly.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Out to the left it goes. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Moved on forwards. De Paul. De Paul forwards and with intent. Showing good feet. Chance for a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
White tries to dink it through. Shot, surely! That's really well manoeuvred. De Paul. McAllister. Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Foden. That's a good ball. Could move up a gear here. Messi chips it through. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Anderson. Stones. Rice. Stones. Stones shifted upfield. Now that's well seen too. Senesi. Romero. Calmly anticipates. Messi. And Messi! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Spence. Yehi. Spence. Now it's Gordon. Spence looking to hit the byline here. Clearly not happy with that. Gordon. Romero, aim forwards. Messi, and he goes cross-field. Alvarez, over to the left. Acuna. Oh, that's neat. It's a good-looking delivery. Cleared away. And it's Messi. Oh, shooting chance! Deftly away. Paredes. Messi. Great position. Goes for a shot! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And it's Paredes. And here's the chance to counter. White. Bellingham. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
White. Another throw-in.
England, well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Messi. Some good work on the right flank here. And a play for a throw. Anderson. Spence. Yehi. Anderson. Gordon. Senesi did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Short changes him with that pass. Simeone. And the shot! Goal! Argentina! And it's Argentina in front. That was a given. It always was.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Argentina have fired themselves in front.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Rice. Anderson looks to the other side. Paredes. Messi. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Messi. England have a free kick. And here's Alvarez. There's the shot!
It's off target and by quite a way.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Rice. Spence.
Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it.
Yehi. Rice. Bellingham. Gordon.
He's going to be disappointed with that.
Foden. White. Touched them all in. Here comes the corner. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Acuna. Senesi. Paredes. De Paul.
Oh, it's come loose.
Romero. De Paul. Alvarez. Anderson. Rice. Yehi. Spence. Rice. Anderson. Rice. Acuna producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Messi. Oh, that's a nice ball. And he's heaved it away. Alvarez! Well, the keeper's done ever so well.
Alvarez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Rice getting this one clear. And it's McAllister. Now this could be a chance. And they can counter here. Spence. And the shot's on here. Oh, great. He's had a shot! Really well taken goal.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Oh, high quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second. That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Gordon has got himself a free kick. Oh, the ball's come loose here. That is a great pick out. It's come to nothing. Has ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Romero does really well to win the ball there. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Spence. Nice looking ball. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. It'll be a throw-in. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Spence. Stones. Alvarez. Messi. Can he finish? Goal! Argentina! And they've got their lead back.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Argentina take the lead. Yehi. Rice. Spence. Rice. Spence. Rice. Spence. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's managed to get through. And Messi! And that would have been some goal.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Anderson. Kane. Oh, well measured. White. It is a corner. And he thumps it clear. That's a throw. And it's White. Out again for a throw-in. Foden, now here's the delivery. Stones. It's been played through, thinks about the shot, and the shot! It's a loose ball. White clears it away. And here's Alvarez. Yehi getting this one clear. Gordon. Now it's Foden. He's found the way through. The defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He has found the way through. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Yehi, gently done. England getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. Rice. Argentina looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Anderson. And it's played forward. Paredes forwards and with intent. 5 minutes till the break. Spence. Rice. Gordon. Gordon played out to the left flank. Rice. He's shifting through the gears here. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. It's a promising run he's making on the right. He is through here.
Messi, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
That has been cut short. Paredes. And it's Messi. Messi. That is lovely. Gehi tries to... Great chance! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Messi, and he's... Messi! Sticks it away! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. So what's your view on that goal then?
I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
Argentina take a two-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one...
Gordon!
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Messi. De Paul. Now it's De Paul. Now it's Messi. Messi finds himself offside. Gehi. And the first 45 minutes are up.
Argentina are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Argentina are broadly in charge, but the contest is still alive at 3-1. The action is back on the way. No changes at half-time that we're aware of. Spence. And here's Gordon. He's got away. Great defending, strong and determined. Otamendi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Senesi. Acuna. That's really well manoeuvred. De Paul. And it's Messi. Alvarez. Bellingham shifted upfield. And here's Alvarez.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Searching pass he's played there. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. White. Rice. Anderson. Spence's cross. Defending of the desperate variety. It's run loose here. Moved on forwards. Messi aimed forwards. Anderson. And it's White. And that is a little undercooked. Acuna. Alvarez. Rice. Looking to break at pace. Succumbs to the pressure. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. McAllister wins the duel this time.
Gordon really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well timed, excellent interception. Acuna. McAllister. Alvarez, spread out to the left. Acuna. He has found the way through. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. McAllister. And England have a chance to counter. Anderson. Yehi. Spence. Yehi. Rice. Oh, Red, nice interception. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Messi.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Looking here to chip. Is having a shot! And they've got rid. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. And here's Messi. And that'll be a goal kick. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Yehi. England.
It's pretty clear that the defence have decided that the greatest threat to them at the moment, Peter, are people trying to just run at them.
Run at them, and I suppose beyond them, Jim.
Yeah, particularly late runners into the box. That's what you don't want. They're very dangerous to any defence.
Bellingham. Kane. Decent chance! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Cleared away. And it's Bellingham. That's an excellent interception. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And he shoots! Oh, split-second reaction.
Alvarez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
much defending, but that'll do. Argentina ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Anderson. Rice. Bellingham, gently done. Gordon. And here's Gordon. Rice. The ball shifted upfield. Muscular approach does pay off here. He is through here. And he welcomes it in. Simeone! A real chance and a real let-off.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Rice chooses to go cross-field. White aim forwards. Senesi cuts it out. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. De Paul, who does have an assist to his name. Moved on forwards. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And it's Kane. Now it's Foden. Foden. Otamendi. England have reclaimed it. Rice. Oh, good spread. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Alvarez. And that could set him on his way. Simeone. And he's managed to get free. And they've been given a corner. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.